So we are here at Lidford Castle, which is like an old Norman castle, about to have the most mammoth, awesome sparring session in this rather spectacular setting.
This is the coolest lighting and setting. Wherever we stand in here, we look hench as fuck.
We're getting warmed up, it's fucking cold here.
Really cold, really cold.
A selection of stuff that we're going to try and use with different sparring combinations. Then we're going to try and talk a little bit about what we're finding as we do it. Obviously we're still learning as well, so anyone who's got feedback, comments, things that they find works, that'd be really cool to hear from you. Sit back and enjoy us trying to twat each other with different things. The first thing that happened was I got a shield in the face there. So if it had been a fight to the death, I probably would have died then, right at the beginning. We've literally engaged once, and I've had a shield in the eye. Shields were a fucking weapon.
You can feel that on the shield and I hit him in the face with it, so...
My eyes watering slightly.
Awesome.
So, if you spar with swords or axes or anything, even slightly similar to any of the above, you'll end up looking like me and Mr. Lumpy here.
May have gone about this the wrong way round. Safety equipment first, then get into it, but fuck it.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely be getting a helmet.
Some of our injuries today, lots of finger action, you know, you got some pretty fucked fingers as well, haven't you?
Fingers are fucked.
Yeah, so we need to reassess the glove situation, get some proper gauntlets.
And wearing helmets, as you can see by his lumpy nose and ear, and my fucked up eye.
It's Dark Ages Warrior, we're learning by doing. Probably watching and going, yeah, did you not think of that in the first place?
Yeah.
Let's hope we can stay alive long enough to learn. So we had MMA like gloves. They weren't enough. You need like a thick gauntlet and again the head protection. Dark Ages Warrior, battered and bruised.
No. I learned a lot stylistically. I'm finding it very hard to adapt to using two weapons at the same time, or even a shield and a weapon. And my best success was with using just one weapon, so the axe or the sword.
So we've had a few rounds. I quite like the two-handed thing. I liked having two weapons. But what I find is I find it more comfortable when I'm using them almost as one, because it's a lot more protective.
The points you were scoring though that got me was when you parried as one but attacked as two. I think personally for me that using one tool with both hands, so whether it be my axe or the longer, bigger sword with two hands, I'm much better at than using both hands at the same time. So concentrating on one area of attack and defense being like so, rather than attack, defend, or even attack. Or with two weapons, I'm stepping on my own feet and I'm not doing either very well. Whereas with this, I'm doing both jobs, just one after the other. So I'll be attacking, then defending. I won't be attack and defending like that, which is not confusing, but it's an unnatural way of fighting for me. I much prefer using, if it's not my axe, a bigger, longer sword and using both hands to come or go. No, we're finding if you've got a talent for whatever your forte is, you're going to succeed more in that. There is no answer that this is better than. It's that people were more skilled, or you had a niche for using.
Preference.
Yeah, your preference was, and that's what you develop.
I don't know about you, mate, but like you can keep any combination of weapons you like, and I get a shield. Yeah, that's my ear this time. You fucking beating me up with a shield, you cunt. we had a situation, we had an audience come in,
Ah, yes.
and it was cool because we were talking to them, they were interested, you know, talking about the history and stuff as well, but eventually they just said, go on then, we want to see it, we'll give you a demo.
Sam's cut my fucking face up with a gladius.
I'd like to point out, you know, that I've taken some damage. It doesn't look quite as cool as Jason's, which is fucking annoying. But we didn't catch it on camera like a dickhead. And, well... then
Yeah,
what
he hit me in the
happened
face. Hit me square in the eye socket here. I mean, that is going to be a cracker of a black eye. I can feel it swelling up now, and it's bleeding, so... Yeah, good effort, mate. That was definitely the way to parry. That worked.
That was a gladius in the face.
I blocked and then twisted to try and get you off me. That's
Well, it
my
worked, whatever the fuck you
self-defense.
did. It worked.
We came for blood! So one thing we haven't got hold of as Dark Ages Warriors just yet, and was probably the most used, certainly the most used weapon in ancient history, and right from the Greeks and Spartans, and probably going right up into the Dark Ages shield wall, was.
Spear.
It's unfortunately it is becoming clear that there is quite a lot to do with length.
That's a massive advantage, that length.
It's not about the length, people. Length is important.
Yeah, reach is good.
Having a spear that you can stick out in front of someone, so, and especially with a shield as well. So even if they do get in behind the spear and get, try to get something on you, you've got a shield to protect anyway. Just fucking push them back and start again.
Definitely need to get hold of some
Need a
spears. You know, get some spear action on the go, because that was very successful with thrusting attacks. What can we use it any other way but being pokey? You know, is it on its own? Is it good in defence? You know, being a long way away. I think we definitely need to explore the spear. So, and it might save my hands from taking such a punishment if you're 9 feet away.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I've got a spear as well.
I'm fucked.
If you spear me, I'll spear you right back.
You know what actually would you have had to train with? You know, we're saying like, oh, my fingers are taking a punishing. You know, I bet they just had sticks.
Toughen up, mate.
Yeah, just had sticks, didn't they?
I mean, we're both like, conscious about things like work and stuff like that, but actually if it was like, if I knew that next week I was going to fight a group of people that are going to try and actually kill me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be saying to you, oh mate, hang on, that's caught me on the, I'd have to go until I was almost, beating each other up basically.
Yeah.
It's preparation, it's what you're preparing for, isn't it? You're preparing to fight to the death. It's fucking unimaginable, really.
I mean, our mindset when we're sparring, you're in a heightened state, you think, fucking hell.
Yeah, but there's
When
always
we're
a get out,
sparring, but
isn't
imagine
there?
that when you're actually to the death,
Yeah.
the via, like nothing me and you would ever
No, you can't.
experience. I mean, I've fought MMA to crowds of more than 1,000, quite regularly, and that's nerve-wracking, but to think I could die today in amongst crowds of 10,000, all thinking the same thing. Imagine how completely wrecked nervously you'd be over that concept.
Yeah.
Something that we'll never experience,
No.
I
I mean, imagine charging a shield wall with spears out.
Yeah.
You know when you always tuck it back in too quick. Shit.
Oh, I don't know what they would have felt, to be honest, because they obviously did it. They obviously charged in, so maybe they're just a braver man than me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what?
Again, though, I think like that's where, like we've said this before, it's so hard to put yourself in that position because you've got, like now we can comfortably sit here and as long as good health willing, you're going to live till sort of 75 or whatever. Like back then, you're more than likely to die of some sort of illness by the age of 30 plus.
Yeah.
So actually, you can start to slightly understand where death was something a lot more present. So going into things that were more likely to increase death, it was, but then at the same time, the sense of self-preservation, you're going to need a fucking strong leader to lead a group of people into that situation, especially if sometimes it's not even something they believe in that much.
Yeah, and I mean, you'd have to lead by example anyway. I mean, we watch films and you see the guy on the front line running in going, ah, as they run at their enemy.
Yeah.
But you imagine you're the guy at the very front.
Yeah,
There's
fuck
an
that.
army of people behind you and you're the guy at the very front running into an equally large horde of men that want to kill you, that are armed, and you're the guy at the front running into them. We had a really good day.
It's good fun though.
Doing Dark
Fucking
Ages shit,
cool
smashing
setting.
each other up with shields and swords, and testing out all the combinations of weapons and combinations we could throw. It's been a really cool day and a cool setting as well. Like, that castle was badass, so
Yeah.
it's been a really, really cool day. That's how we roll, Dark Ages Warrior.
Subscribed by the gods.
Oh, that's that time.
You're not in time.
Right, ready? Hands free.
Oh, come on, Lee. I can't do it on my own. We are Vikings.
He's not even wearing a seatbelt.
Come on now.
Jason, you should never dance to Justin Bieber without wearing a seatbelt.
I do love an espresso.
You're starting to question yourself this week.
Right, well, I'm getting piss riled up today.
We'll have to verify with the things you actually bring in with you, or like your clothes and stuff. Are actually
You see how weird this looks?
Historically correct.